The new Neighbors 2 film is out. Is it better than Neighbors 1? Find out right here on Best Movie Review. In Neighbors 2, we have the same cast back again, except next door, it's not guys, it's girls. And I must say, this movie is enjoyable, but not that enjoyable. Okay? In terms of plot, we have Seth Rogen, Rose Bryant, are living in the same house, but they want to sell their house. But the only problem is, next door, a new sorority has just moved in. And so, as you can see, there's going to be a huge battle. One side wants to sell their house, so they want to get rid of the sorority. The sorority wants to keep the house for this specific reason. Sororities are not allowed to throw their own parties. They're not. I don't know if you knew this or not, but it is kind of true. I don't know if it's all sororities, but I know some of them. So the theme of this is pretty interesting in my opinion. So we have Chloe Grace Moretz as the leader of the sorority. She does an okay job, even though the script doesn't give her much to work with. In my opinion, all the characters were pretty the same as last time, except for the girls, they were pretty flat. I would say that Zac Efron is the only character that had like a lot of depth to him. He goes through like emotional swings, and there's more to him than meets the eye. There's some changes, some character development going with him. The other characters, not so much. What I did enjoy about this film was that the whole idea of the female sorority and how they're not allowed to throw parties, and how like they're able to do this, which is cool, but at the same time, it's, you know, the theme really gets lost in the film, and by the end, they're not really worried about that anymore. Well, they are, but then it becomes more about sisterhood. And one of the problems I had with this film was one thing that bothered me was in the beginning you get introduced to a theme that involves Seth Rogen and Rose Bryant, and having to do with how they're raising their children. But at the end, that subplot gets concluded, but there's nothing that developed it. It was just, okay, the parents had this problem, and at the end, they didn't have the problem, but nothing produced that. It was just bam bam. There was no development of that theme. One thing that bothered me. Another thing that bothered me, which is the most crucial thing that was what was wrong with this film, the jokes aren't that funny. I would say is just as I would say a little less funny than the last one. Unfortunately, the beanbag trick is back again, and it didn't work. And I didn't like it in the first one. I didn't like it here. A lot of the jokes, it could have been a lot funnier. It wasn't. So that's And another thing about this film that bothered me was the script seemed to be a recycled script. If you understand what I'm talking about. It seems like they took the script from Neighbors 1 and somehow changed the characters and made a few minor changes, and then it's a new movie. You know, like the plot, the script didn't go through enough changes from the first one to the second one. That's what bothered me. I don't know if it's laziness, I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I don't know what it is. But the most crucial thing that what was wrong was the jokes. It just wasn't that funny. So, to conclude with all its problems, I have to give Neighbors 2 2.5 out of 4. That's a very fair grade. Alright, if you like this review, please subscribe. I will have more reviews coming up, more trailer reviews coming up. So please comment, let me know what you thought of my review. Subscribe, and until next time.